Hi everyone, welcome to part 2 of my journey where I'm diving into some of the key lessons I've learned that have really shifted the way I approach my work, my goals, and my relationships. In part 1, we discussed about the power of being open, being grateful, and doing satisfying work. Now I want to focus on how I have been creating value and how I'm trying to really create some value into what I do, and how I'm trying to manage my mindset. And all of these, I have learned them from this documentary that I told you about in my previous video, which I was recommended by one of my friends. So let's just get started. So, about creating valuable services, this is more about being intentional at what we really do. So, one of the first things that stood out to me from the documentary was the idea of creating valuable services by being intentional at work. And it is all about the right thing, doing the right thing even if no one is watching. And this really clicked for me. I always wanted to do the best and do what I can. This experience just reminded me of one of my colleague who used to criticize his fellows that they were trying so hard, they were trying to be perfect, and they were going beyond, they were doing extra, yet they are human beings. Yes, we are human beings and we can totally be weak sometimes, but do we really dedicate ourselves into doing our best? So friends, let's take a moment to pause and reflect. Ask ourselves, is what I'm about to be doing helping someone out there? Because at the end of the day, it's the value we add to others' lives that truly make our efforts so meaningful. Point number 2, and I think you have touched base on it in our last conversation, it is about among the things you enjoy, what can you do now? So the documentary also made me realize and think about doing the things that I enjoy doing, but not waiting until I'm completely ready. The truth is, you are never really ready for the next step until you get started. So, what matters is gathering the strength to just get started. For example, when I started YouTube, I had no clue about the things I was going to really do, and I wasn't very ready, especially with the editing and all that, but I gathered the courage to do so. Doing what you love is not a dream, rather, it's a choice. So, what is holding you back? So the third point in today's video is about the achieve concepts, and in clear words, or as a part of my lesson, it is not about waiting for the big moment to declare. Rather, it's about setting goals and walking step by step toward them. The fourth point in today's video is about getting rid of limiting belief. One of the most powerful shifts that came when I confronted my limiting belief. I used to think that I'm not good enough, I'm not ready, I am too ready to start. But the documentary made me realize how much my own thoughts were holding me back. So I replaced those doubts with affirmations like, I am capable, I have something valuable to offer. So the fifth point the documentary talked about was the law of relationships by managing our emotions. The documentary also touched on something I found so important: managing our emotions in relationships. It talked about how when we focus on giving more, whether it's love, whether it's time, kindness, we create a positive cycle that flows back to us. But there is a twist because all this starts with self-love. If we can't care for ourselves first, we can't truly give love to others. So there is this saying that you cannot pour from an empty cup. You do have to take care of yourself first, and you have to go and give more to give to others. There's another saying that says that self-care is not selfish because you cannot serve from an empty vessel. This was said by Ernest Brown. Allow me to read a few quotes here which really reinforce this topic. There's also this one that say, by taking care of yourself, you set a powerful example for others to do the same. And there is also this one that says that to help others rise, you must first lift yourself. There's also this one that says, the more you know yourself, the more you can offer to the world.